I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33, and the Shadow Teacher 33 channel is devoted to exploring the fringes of consciousness, the expansive nature of human potential, what it means to thrive and be free as a human being. And recently I've been going through big changes, and my life changes internally, changes externally. Last year I let go of a gimmick I was holding on to for many years. I let go of the sunglasses on this channel. And this lesson of letting go continues to show up for me in life. It's a season of letting go for me. So another thing I thought about letting go of was the title of my channel, the branding, the Shadow Teacher 33. See, a few years ago, the theme of shadow work was big. It was trending in online communities. This idea of exploring the darkness within us to learn more of who we are and learn more of what's holding us back. Some say we are only as liberated as our darkest secrets. And I found there to be truth in this, as there are truths in all these movements, or grains of truth, but the movements only show a piece of the truth. It's a sign pointing to something bigger. And people tend to latch on to something that gives them an immediate aha moment. But there's always more. But I've found the darkness within us, the darkness that we think we've healed, it's still there. There's still always going to be traces of it. We live in a world of polarity, a world of light, a world of darkness, a love of love, a love of fear. And what I find is the extent to which we identify with the experience becomes the extent of suffering. When we know that we are a point of consciousness, a point of infinite God consciousness, having a specific point of experience in our human vessel, then there's a sense of freedom in that. There's a sense of being able to step away from these experiences that we're having, these unique experiences. If we look at this experience as this infinite consciousness that has no duality, that is all that is, wanting to experience itself through a lens of duality, through a lens of a vessel that can suffer, that can be hurt, that can feel both love, joy, but also deep pain and sorrow, that we get to play a part in this infinite being experiencing something so grand, something so amazing, something that words cannot express, this beauty of creation. And our shadow is part of that, our pain. But going back to the theme of this channel, it's about liberation, it's about freedom. And when we are always identifying with this lens of pain, this lens of trauma, then we perpetuate suffering. We perpetuate suffering in these experiences to where we may experience more darkness in our day-to-day world. We may identify with the darkness and not see much light. And that's a diminished human experience. And it's only when we look at our darkness and we allow ourselves to understand the nature of it, understand the nature of trauma, this energy that gets stuck in our body, energy, emotion that gets stuck. Emotion is energy in motion, but when we experience trauma, the energy, instead of moving through us, it stays. And they say you got to feel it to heal it. And I found that to be true, because when you feel your trauma, when you let it pass through you, when you experience the ugliness of it, when you let it move through you, then it no longer has power over you. But for those who are unhealed of it, those who are unaware of it, they perpetuate more suffering, because this trauma, this emotion, it tends to have a story that we assign to it as well, a theme. And this theme perpetuates in people's lives who have not healed their trauma. It perpetuates a story as the same shit, different day. The nouns may change, the people, places, and things, but goddamn, I'm still experiencing the same suffering. I can't seem to get over this broken heart. I can't seem to get over feeling that I'm always second best. I'm never chosen. I can't seem to get over the story that I can't make the money I need to make. I'm just not worth it. Whatever it is, there's a story in that trauma. And it's only when we look at that and we heal it, we feel it, we let it go, we stop identifying with it, that we can do something different. And one of the ways people tend to perpetuate their story is they initiate their action. They initiate through this lens of trauma. And they also react to other people, other relationships that they have built, when someone shows up in a way that sticks a spear into that trauma. And this traumatized person, they may blow up. They may explode on that person who they perceive as wronging them. And then they create a circumstance to where they perpetuate a victim story. They make something worse because they've reacted. And sometimes these relationships and these actions that come out of trauma, sometimes they can be healed. They can always be forgiven, but sometimes they can be healed if the other party is willing, but sometimes they can't. Sometimes we act in a way that we regret. We act from our wound, and we destroy something. We burn a bridge with somebody, we blow something up, and we can't repair it. And we regret that because it came from this reactive behavior. But when you look into your darkness and you become aware of it, and then you feel it and you heal it, you do the work, then what you notice is you may have people who stick some points into that trauma. You may feel it still around people. You may feel things that stir up those disempowering stories, but instead of dwelling there, you may just feel it for a bit and you let it pass. Or you may be aware of it when someone pokes that, and you can say, oh, that's that story. That's that wound. It's that scar that's starting to open, but you know what? I'm not going to react. I'm going to pause. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to pause before I react. And when we do that, we pause and we respond as opposed to reacting from this place of pain and initiating action through this lens of pain. Then we have opportunities to do something new. We have opportunities to create something new. We have opportunities to create what we want and manifest our dreams, as opposed to perpetuating a cycle of suffering. So we can take that house of pain and we can repair it. We can renovate it and turn that house of pain into the house of our dreams. Be well, my friends. I'll see you on the other side.